Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. As promised in the last video, today, I am going to continue my last series and discuss about becoming a permanent resident through Provincial Nominee Program. And if you're new to my channel, then you can watch my previous video about express entry process. So without further ado, let's start. So first, let us understand, what is the Provincial Nominee Program and who should apply under this program? If you remember from my last video, you get an invitation to apply under express entry if you scored high enough and your score is within one of the rounds of invitation. However, if you feel like your score is below the current average threshold in the rounds of invitation, then this is the program you can apply under. Now, what exactly is Provincial Nominee Program? PNP is for those who meet the skills, education and work experience to contribute to the economy of a specific province or a territory, want to live in that province and want to become permanent residents of Canada. Provincial Nominee Program in short, is a program where you can get an invitation to apply from a particular province. There are two ways to make the province as a potential interest. 1. You can contact the province directly once you have created the express entry profile. Or 2. You can select and mark the province or provinces that you're interested in settling down in at the time of submitting your final express entry profile. Each province, except the province of Quebec, has its own streams, immigration programs that target certain groups and requirements. For example, in a program stream, provinces and territories may target students, business people, skilled workers, semi-skilled workers, depending on the provincial targets and requirements. Now, whether you applied separately or you chose it along with your original express entry application, in both cases, you must meet the eligibility requirements of the province and submit an express entry profile and show that you meet the minimum criteria for express entry, including being eligible for one of the immigration programs it covers. If you are invited to apply, you submit an electronic application to IRCC. Now I will briefly go over each province and their requirements in alphabetical order. Let's first start with Alberta. The Alberta Advantage Immigration Program, or in short, AAIP, has three streams for foreign workers who are living and working in Alberta, or plan to live and work here. Number 1, Alberta Opportunity Stream. Qualified candidates who live and work in Alberta and have a job offer from an Alberta employer can apply for an AAIP nomination. Number 2, Alberta Express Entry Stream. Qualified candidates with an express entry profile may be invited by AAIP to apply for nomination for permanent residence. Tech workers can qualify for expedited processing under the Accelerated Tech Pathway. Accelerated Tech Pathway provides expedited processing to foreign workers who are currently working for, or have a job offer with, an Alberta-based tech industry employer in an eligible tech occupation. Number 3, Rural Renewal Stream. Qualified candidates who have a job offer from an Alberta employer to work in a designated rural Alberta community can apply for an AAIP nomination. Here the key word is rural Alberta community. British Columbia is the westmost province of Canada. It is by far the most warm provinces in Canada. So, similar to Alberta, BC also prioritizes some occupations and emphasizes on the best resources needed for its province to stand out. So it's a great news for tech, healthcare, and early childhood educators, ECEs. As of right now, BC has a critical need for more healthcare workers and early childhood educators, ECEs. Healthcare workers in select occupations and ECEs will be given priority access to apply, which provides a better chance for assessment under the program's eligibility criteria. BC PNP Tech. BC PNP Tech provides BC Tech employers with the continued ability to recruit and retain international talent in tech occupations when local skilled workers are unavailable. BC PNP Tech has supported more than 6,000 tech workers to be nominated for permanent residence since its launch in May 2017. Next, I am going to take 5 provinces together, because they're mainly the same. I will post their links in the description down below so you can click through them for direct application when needed. Remember, these links do expire and/or change, so keep an eye out on the main Canada CA page. So these 5 provinces are Manitoba, New Brunswick, Newfoundland and Labrador, Northwest Territories and Nova Scotia. Manitoba Provincial Nominee Program. The Manitoba Provincial Nominee Program, MPNP, offers to qualified skilled workers, with characteristics indicating a strong potential of becoming economically established in Manitoba, an opportunity to be assessed as candidates who can make a positive long-term contribution to the provincial economy and are therefore nominated for permanent resident status in Canada. Newfoundland and Labrador, Northwest Territories and Nova Scotia. Again, to be eligible for the Provincial Nominee Program and the Atlantic Immigration Program, AIP, you must have a full-time offer of employment from the province in question. Full-time means you would be working a minimum of 30 hours per week. For differences between AIP and PNP applications, attach the official document showcasing the difference and process involved. Next up is Ontario. 1. If you have a job offer from the provincial employer and you're a skilled worker, then you can apply here. 2. If you're an international student and have a job offer, then you can apply here. 3. If you are a foreign worker in an in-demand occupation with a job offer in Ontario. The cost of immigrating through a provincial nominee program is about $2,300 to $3,800 CAD, depending on the program you are immigrating through. Some provinces do not charge applicants processing fees, whereas other provinces, such as Ontario, charge as much as 1,500 Canadian dollars. Next up is Prince Edward Island. How often does the Office of Immigration invite people to apply? The Office of Immigration reviews the expression of interest system consistently and will invite individuals to apply to the PEI Provincial Nominee Program each month. The following is the anticipated draw schedule *. You can pause the video here and note down the relevant dates. And remember, the Office of Immigration reserves the right to modify the schedule based on program requirements. Next is Saskatchewan Immigrant Nominee Program, SINP. 3 SINP program categories you can apply to. International Skilled Worker, for skilled workers who want to work and live in Saskatchewan. Saskatchewan Experience, for foreign nationals who already live and work in Saskatchewan. Entrepreneur and Farm, for those who plan to start a business or buy and operate a farm in Saskatchewan. Link in the description. And the last, but not the least, Yukon. Yukon also needs a job offer from the employer based out of Yukon for PNP, link in the description below.